I have been producing insane results in my day-to-day trading using this strategy. And some of you guys are probably asking, do I still trade supply and demand and breakouts? Yes, but it has even been better than those two strategies put alone. So yes, I have added on this strategy, and currently it is my main strategy. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you the strategy, and I'm going to make the strategy so simple for you that even a child can understand this. Okay? So what is the orb? It is the open range breakout. Okay? Some people say they like to wait on a breakout so people don't get fake out on the open, whether it's 5 minutes after, 15 minutes after, or 30 minutes after. Correct? To me, it doesn't matter which time frame you use and which, particularly what I just named. I currently use the 15-minute breakout. Okay, so what happens, for example, is I'll wait on a 9:30 open, and then I will wait 15 minutes after the 9:30, and then I'll mark up that 9:30 candle from 9:30 to 9:45, the 15-minute candle closure. Okay, which will be specifically your 9:30 candle. Why do we specifically do this? Is because we don't want to get faked out by the market. Now, hear me out. It doesn't mean you won't get faked out. It just means that people who are constantly trying to trade the breakout or the open are more prone to losing than those who are waiting on an actual setup. Okay? So I'm going to give you a primary example. This trade that I won on gold. Let's go ahead and back this up. So around, let me see, 9:30, here's the 9:30 candle. Okay, so let me go ahead and replay mode this. And this is the trade that I started. This is the trade, that I took yesterday. All right. So soon as the 9:30 candle opens, you want to wait for the 15-minute 9:30 candle to close, okay? What does that mean? From 9:30 to 9:45, your 15-minute 9:30 candle will form, which is this one, okay? So what do we do when that happens? We mark up the high of the candle and we mark the low of the candle, okay? Now, essentially what you want to do is you want to trade in line with the trend based off of the breakout, okay? Which is what we call a simple break and retest. Surely it's not that simple. Yes, it is exactly that simple. So you're waiting for the market to break out, retest this orb, this whole line, both of these lines of orb, and then to go right up. Same thing. You wanted to break out this area, retest the orb area, and then break out to for sales. Here's where I use the supply and demand concept, right? Usually on my supply and demand, when I wait for a retest, I wait for it to retest structure and then break the previous candle. Here, you can do the same thing. You can wait for a retest and then a break of the previous candle, or you can get in aggressively, or you can actually get in once it starts rejecting. Me, I want to make sure that I'm not rushing. I want to make sure that the market is going where I want it to go, and then I will get in, which is the break of the candle. Now, you can obviously see right here that gold is bearish, right? There is no need for me to be buying the market. Now, can you trade counter trend? Yes. It's more risky, but you can still make money trading counter trend with the orb. For me, I'll wait for a breakout in line with the trend and a retest and then entry mode. Okay, so what do we do after we get a breakout? So what happens is once we mark this up, I go to the 5-minute time frame and I wait for my breakout to happen on the 5-minute. All right, so we got a breakout. Now, here's the caveat. Some people take this breakout automatically and not wait on a retest. You can do that, but I recommend you not to. At that point, you might as well just be trading breakouts whenever you see a breakout, okay? This strategy wouldn't even apply to you. So sometimes the market like to close inside, right? And then come back down and break the orb again. So I know most of you guys might ask, well, what would you do in that scenario? Well, if that happens, you want to wait on another retest, okay? So anytime the market comes back in, it closes, and then it comes back out, and then breaks again, you want to wait for another retest, okay? So don't think that just because it comes in, that's just counted as a retest. No, you want it to, reject this area and then break the lower candle, and that will be a break and retest. So let's see this in replay time. So we got a rejection candle. All right. So now I know a lot of you is like, well, it pushed down. What do? Do you enter? No. You want it to retest like what it did here. Now, obviously, the market came back up a little bit, but it's still a retest. So what you want to do is you want to wait for the break of the low of this candle and wait for yourself to get in. So let's go ahead and see if it happens. Where will your stop loss be? Your stop loss can be above this candle or above this candle. You want it to give some cushion room, but for me, I just put it above the previous candle just because it gives me a good risk to reward, and my stop loss is pretty small. So let's go ahead and see. All right, so we're in. We got in right here, the break of this candle, as I told you. Now, this is what you can do. You can either risk going for a 1-to-1, which is right here. All right. So let me go ahead and put your 1-to-1 TP. Let me go ahead and color code this so you guys won't be confused. Let's see here. Go to template. Take profit. All right, let's go ahead and thicken it a little bit. And what I'm going to put is TP1 right here. All right. And then your 1-to-2 will be all the way down here. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and clone this. Call this your TP2. All right. So TP1 is right here and TP2 is right here. All right. So you can hit a TP1, and then after that, you can put your stop loss at break even and leave it running to TP2. Or on top of that, you can just necessarily just let all your positions run to TP2, or just keep your stop loss at the same area and let your second position run to TP2. All right. So what do we get? Good to push down, take profit hit instantly. All right. Now for me, my take profit was all the way down here. I hit it was a 1-to-4, I believe. Yep, it was actually a 1-to-3, because once I saw this rejection, I instantly got out the market. So this is all you're doing. Number one, you're waiting for a breakout, right? Well, let's back that up a little bit. You mark up the high and the low of the opening candle, the first 15-minute opening candle, which is your 9:30. From 9:30 to 9:45, you're not trading. All right, you're waiting for that 15-minute candle to close, and that'll be your 9:30 candle. So you mark the high and the low of the candle. Number two, you wait for you switch to the 5-minute time frame, and then you wait for a breakout on the 5-minute time frame. Okay. Number three, you wait for the retest of the orb, and if it closes inside, it's not considered a retest. And even if it is considered a retest, you want it to break this orb again and retest again for confirmation, to save yourself from entering and getting faked out. You waiting for the breakout of this low, all right? And then you want to enter the break of the previous candle and then set your take profits and just let that bad boy run. I have been trading this strategy for 2 months. It's past my accounts. I've tested it on prop firm accounts. Right now, I'm actually in a gold trade from this orb setup. Let me see right here. I can go ahead and show you guys. It's this one right here. Let's see if I can mark this 15-minute candle up. And I'm about to actually close this pretty soon because it's getting to take profit. I've been holding this thing real long. Let's see, 15 minute. All right here. Oh, let's go ahead and delete this. I'm sorry. Now 45. All right, so this is the 9:30 15-minute candle. All right, so your non-30. So this is your, let me see here. All right, your non-30 candle right here. And you mark this up. Now, the thing about this one is this is a primary example you do not want to trade, okay? If the orb is looking like this, you just want to be very cautious of taking any trades, okay? Now, can you still trade the orb off of this? Yes, you can. So I didn't take any setups on gold when this was happening. I did not. Now, listen, this was a counter trend. Yes, it was a counter trend when I took the sell. The reason why is because guess what? It hit a double top. And after it hit a double top and it started sinking, I'm like, okay, this is obviously not going back up. So I started looking for sales and I changed my bias. Now, I do use the EMAs, SMAs. And for confirmations, I looked for the 15 to 13. Once I saw the 13 cross and I seen on the lower time frame and the 50 looking downwards, I'm like, okay, we're about to trade this thing. We're about to sell this thing. So what did it do? Let's go ahead and back this up. All right, start new. All right. We got an instant breakout right here. Okay, now some of you guys are like, well, look at this rejection candle. Do not pay attention to that. It don't matter. As long as the body closes past the orb, that's all that matters. Then we get a retest. All right, and then we got more bearish momentum. And what I want to do is, since this candle failed to break this low, now I want the next candle to break this low for the entry. All right, my stop loss is above the orb. I like to keep it above the orb and above the candle just for safety reasons. And to be honest, I just held this one as long as I can. I actually wanted it for a 1 to 3 down to this area, because if you can see this demand zone right here, this is actually a gap. So let's see what happens. All right. Boom. And where I actually took profit, which literally just now as I am teaching you guys this video, I took it right here. All right. It was a 1 and 2, I believe. Yeah, 1 and 2. And not only that, I was able to leverage a lot more. So I think I had about 6 contracts on this one on my 50K account. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. The orb strategy is very simple. You don't have to get in the mess of trying to figure out if it's trying to stop you out, if it's going for liquidity or anything like that, guys. The orb strategy will teach you how to be patient. Like, you're not sitting here trying to just take a breakout. You're not sitting here trying to wait for to see if the market is really trying to fake you out. No, it's really just simply telling you where it may want to go and giving you an entry model. So practice the strategy. Now, there's something that I do want to tell you guys I have been thinking about, because this has been working in Asian session, okay? And matter of fact, it's been working in all sessions, mainly in New York and Asia for me. So you'll do the same thing with Asia. This time you're doing it on an 8 o'clock candle. And I might have to teach you guys later in another video. But I might teach a little bit more of the Asian session. And I've traded live with some folks and I tested it out and it actually worked. So you might be getting some live trading sessions with me on Asia. And right now, wow, gold is dumping, and I believe we're going to have some great Asian moves. Hope the video was very informational for you. God bless.